Today I'd like to welcome Jan Vanderhaagen, a piano technician here in Houston, and Jan's been a technician here for the Houston Piano Company for quite some time. I'd like to welcome Jan to our studio this afternoon. Jan, thank you for coming.
Well, thank you for allowing me to be here. It's an honor.
It's an honor, yes. Thank you. Well, we're fortunate to have you. Jan, tell us a little bit about your history, your background, how you started as a technician, and we'd love the audience to understand a little bit more about that.
Some time ago, like in 1980, I came to Texas looking for a school to get trained on rebuilding and technical work on piano. So that time there was none, so I ended going to Chicago and got graduated, certified by the state of Illinois in 1980. Since in 1980, I came back again to Houston and worked for a major company, Holcomb Lindquist. Mm-hmm. And worked there for so many years, and then
as a technician,
and then I went work for back home in Puerto Rico with the conservatory music for 3 years as a main technician for the concert hall, and then came back, worked for H&H Music for many more years, and continuously until I came to the Houston Piano Company.
Great. So you've always been a technician?
Yes, that's all I've been doing since 1980.
Yes. Do you play as well, Jan?
Not particularly well, but just to, like they say, you sell or you fix on, you got to test drive what you do.
That's right.
So
fantastic.
You have to
fantastic. So Jan, tell us a little bit about pianos today. So you've been looking at pianos for quite some time. So let's say most pianos today, uprights and grands, are built in Asia, right? Whether they be Vietnam or Bangladesh or certainly China, and then you have European models. What do you see as a difference as you look at time span of how pianos are built and the materials that they use today, the differences?
Well, the way they're constructing pianos nowadays is very different from 20 some years ago. Now they have a more sophisticated machinery to do better cutting on the small parts, and the product itself is, make a short story, it's coming out of the terminal better than it used to. They're not using completely wood on all cases nowadays. They're using particle board for most cases on pianos, but the end result are the construction of the integrity of the piano. For example, the way the keys are, the key bed is still very material that it doesn't bend, even though it's not a solid block, but it's made so it will not bend with time. And actually, these pianos are really built for withstand many years to come with no problem.
What are you finding with most parents and people? You go to their homes and look, they have a problem with their pianos. What do you think are the most common problems today that you see as you go out to a home to look at a piano?
The thing with the issue with a new piano is that you have to be like patient about it. It's you receive it in your house after being in the store and being transferred to your home. It's just going to require a period of time to accommodate to the temperature in the house. So on a new piano, they are more particularly time-consuming to get.
So the weather here in Texas, right? Because we have a lot of humidity, right? Yes. And then we have fluctuation in temperatures. That must have some sort of effect on the performance of the piano. In Texas, there are very few good days that you can count with your hands on having a window open for an instrument. Yeah. Although they're made to withstand different scenarios of temperatures, some of these pianos are supposedly treated, and the pins and most interior parts are coated. So when the piano goes in a tropical atmosphere, well, they have to withstand this kind of drastic humidity. But on the home, which is always stands AC or heater, it should be fine. And as long as you keep that temperature set on one base, you could have no problems for years to come.
Very good. And Jan, you also tune the pianos. What's your recommendation as far as tuning a piano and maintaining it so that it's always at its optimal performance conditions?
Well, it's good to have the piano tuned even though you don't play. A lot of customers I have, they don't feel the need to tune because they don't play it. But the thing with the instrument is that gradually it will drop off the tune, even though
without playing it.
Without playing. So to maintain the value, first for most things, it's good to have it tuned once a year.
Once a year.
Just to check that it's not drop off, so the value will keep on, and also the integrity and pressure of the strings will be on the right setting. Because once they start dropping and you all of a sudden want to bring back the pitch, it's going to go to a struggle.
Would the pitch be a factory default setting, or would that be something you as a tuner would set for a particular customer?
Well, every piano comes out of the truck from the factory. It usually comes, like we call 2 cents above the standard pitch, purposely. So in the transfer, if the piano is going to drop some, it will just get close to where it's supposed to be tuned at. So I try to recommend to leave the pitch on the higher tone. It's healthy thing, and it keeps the strings sounding somehow better.
So if a customer says to you, I want a higher pitch or a lower pitch or a different type of tone, can you do that through the tuning on the instrument?
Yes, you can. If the customer desires to have a lower pitch, because sometimes violins cannot withstand that same pitch as a piano, then we can gradually bring it to the same 440 flat pitch. But keep in mind that in Europe they use a higher pitch than we use in the United States. So
is that also true in the Asian market as well?
Yes. If in the European market, yes, they are higher pitch.